or now that you've enrolled a customer or an IBO in your business, the first 72 hours is literally the most important time of when to launch somebody. Now we know that the word launch or YOLO, you only launch once. This is the most important phase because this is when people's emotions are the most high. They just join the business, their belief levels are at an all-time high, they're motivated, they're excited. This is when it's most important to make sure you appropriately and the right way launch that person. So number one, guys, this is really important. I'm going to share with you guys not only things that I've learned, but things that I've experienced myself. So this video may be a little aggressive, but everything that's coming is all from the heart, number one, out of love. And number two, it's because this is what I wish I would have told my old self. So number one is duplicate. This business is not about what works, it's about what duplicates. So this system, different companies, different teams have systems. Whatever you're doing, make sure you have a proper system in place. I'm going to be sharing with you what's helped me in my business, what I've been using for the past couple years, and what allowed me to see the success in my business and also duplicate it forward. So number one is duplicate. It's not what works, it's what's duplicatable. Maybe you are a really good enroller. Maybe this girl has a lot of followers on Instagram, or maybe this guy's really popular and has a lot of money already, or he has a good social presence. But what will work for the newest person that does not have those kind of results or that doesn't have that kind of credibility? So make sure what you're doing is always duplicatable, because maybe you can enroll a lot of people, do this, do that, but what can you get to duplicate long term? So next is going to be system. This is a system in place. Now, never learn without the intent to teach, because a lot of people just learn to learn, but we know that knowledge is not power. Applied knowledge is power, because to know something and not do is to not know it all. So system stands for save yourself time, energy, and money. Now, every person coming into your team, every single person, every single enrollment, every single customer, IBO, they should have the same exact launch, the same system. It shouldn't be different over here for Tommy as it is over here for Johnny. It should be the exact same thing the whole way through. When you were a kid and you were in school and you played that game, Whisper Down the Lane, and you would whisper a sentence and see if it came the whole way back around the room the same thing. That's how your organization, your business should be. It should be the exact same message, exact same system used throughout. So with this system, make sure that you are doing this within this time frame. Whenever I bring somebody on board, even if they're 45 minutes away, if they live an hour away, what's crazy about it is people will spend 10 hours trying to sign somebody up, but they won't spend 30 minutes properly launching that person. So how I compare this is your newest enrollment, your newest customer, they are brand new to the industry, they're brand new to everything. So they're like a baby. They are like, imagine if you take, I don't drink milk, but imagine if you took milk out of the fridge. When I was younger, if milk would sit outside of the fridge and get warm, after a few hours, I wouldn't drink that milk again. So how many hours of that milk left outside the fridge? How many hours after you've bit an apple or bit a fruit or a vegetable until it turns brown do you have until you wouldn't use it anymore? So this is their excitement level. This is their motivation level. You want to get to it as soon as possible, because if they go out there and start sharing the business or trying to use the products without being educated, they will what? They will quit, because they'll lose their belief level and lose motivation, seeing that it might not work. People tell them no, it's a scam, or they don't know how to use the products. So let's go right into it. So guys, number one is going to be, the first thing is the why and the goal card. So right when you come into business, you want to identify why you're doing this. A lot of people come into the industry to make money, and that's okay. But you need to identify why it is. Writing it down on a goal card. Guys, back in 2015, earlier in the year, when I was homeless, I was broke, I had no money, I'd already been in MLM for 2 years. A mentor of mine told me to write a goal card. And it starts with, I am so happy and grateful now that. I am so happy and grateful now that. And in between, you fill it in with something that you're already grateful for, showing that I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm already a chairman 10. I'm so happy and grateful now that I've retired my parents. I'm so happy and grateful now that bang, bang, bang. Whatever it is, guys, your subconscious mind is very powerful. I'm not going to go into this in this video, explaining why the why is so strong. But guys, the why means what hurts you. What's going to motivate you every single day in this business? After 30 days, after 60, 90 days, as we'll go into in the video, what's going to keep you going when people tell you no, when they tell you it's a scam, when they tell you this won't work, or those things are never going to make you money, when people come at you, when teams of yours quit, when leaders quit, when this doesn't seem as it's going to work, because trust me, in my career, there's been a lot of times where I wanted to give up and quit, but quitters never win and winners never quit. Just know that your upline at one point, the person above you, your chairman, leader, this leader, has thought already to quit the business, but they continue going. Imagine if they quit, you wouldn't even be here. So guys, your why. Identify. There's two types of whys. Number one is going to be your short-term why and also your long-term why. So understand that, you may want to travel the world, retire your parents, build a legacy for your children, this, that, the other, save the whales. But guys, have a short-term why. What's hurting you right now? Maybe it's your parents are broke, they can't pay their bills. Maybe it's you can't pay your bills, you're about to get evicted. Maybe you and your girlfriend are arguing about finances. Maybe somebody in your family is really sick with cancer and they're fighting the battle against time. Guys, what's going to wake you up tomorrow earlier and keep you up later tonight to make sure that you're actually putting in the grind, the work ethic? We all know that that's what it does take. One part of it is the ethic. So go kart guys, write this down. I would repeat this almost 100 times a day. Building my subconscious mind with positive beliefs. Guys, most of what we hear, 85% of human thoughts are negative. So 70% of the conversations we have are between us and us. So this go-kart is literally building your subconscious mind to build the belief and the action to go out there and do it. So repeating this, I'm so happy and grateful. Back in 2015, before IML, before Forex, I said, I am so happy and grateful now that I'm making $100,000 a month and traveling the world with my son. Or I'm sorry, have custody of my son. 12 months later, those things came true. These things do work. So have a go-kart, have a why, and go out there and share it. Share it with an upline. Share it with your enroller, share it with an upline. As soon as you get involved, public display of announcement, let people hold you accountable. So that's the first. Let me switch my pen up. Number two is going to be the list. Right when you join, guys, this is the first thing I did. I created my list. Now, we talk about how you create a list of about 500 people. When I came into MLM, I said, I don't know. My upline said, make a list of 300 people. I said, I don't know 300 people. I couldn't even give, free clothes or free food to 300 people, let alone talk to that many people about a business. But guys, the bigger your list, the bigger your business. So go through your phone book, your Facebook, your yearbook. And guys, never prejudge. Also understand that when you're first launching, make a list of who you have influence over. There's three types of people in life. There's the people that influence you. There's the people that you have the same influence with, and there's people that you have influence over. So maybe you say, we're going to go to the party tonight, and everyone's going to go to the party because you're going to the party. Or you're like, hey, we're going to go eat here. Everyone's listening to you. You're the leader. Who are the people in your life you have influence over? Contact those people first. Make a short list, maybe 20 people. The people that you have the most influence over and the people that you think would do the best, but never prejudge. I made my list right away of 300 people. I thought it wasn't possible, but when I started doing it, I saw that the bigger my list, the bigger my business. And the more people I started contacting, the more that I was thinking, I'm prejudging people, but the people that I thought would suck at this business and would never do it were the people that actually joined and did well in the business, and the people that I think that would do well in the business didn't even join the business. So never prejudge, guys. Make your list right away and start promoting, start inviting. Learn the invite right away. Very important. Make sure you know the invite. There are videos out there in the company, whether it's your team or our team, people are teaching how to invite. On YouTube, type in how to invite in network marketing to a business opportunity, to an event. Now, next is going to be your events. Guys, the first 72 hours, you want to set up your first event. Guys, my first 48 hours of network marketing, I barely had any contacts on my phone, no social media, no nothing. I was struggling behind financially, living in a little 2-bedroom apartment in the hood. But my upline said, look, there are professionals and amateurs. Professionals launch a business and amateurs just join the business. He said, you don't want to join anything, you want to launch. So when I came in, I made my list, started inviting. For every 3 people out of 10 that I invited actually showed up. Most people didn't show up. I said, you know what? I got like 70 people coming, 70 confirmations, blah, 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 and only like 30 people showed up. You're actually winning by that ratio. But I looked at it, I was kind of down on myself thinking, I thought all these people were coming, but it's the law of average, right? If you talk to 10 people, 3 will show up. As you increase your leadership, increase your skill set, increase your success, that number will rise, your ratio will rise. Network marketing is not magic, it's mathematics. So set your first event up. Well, my girlfriend won't let me, I don't have a house, I'm homeless, or my parents don't believe in this thing, I think it's a scheme. doesn't matter. There's no excuses, because when we first started building, we didn't have that credibility. There weren't other leaders to leverage. We didn't have places to do events, not nice hotels. Sometimes people get lost in the glitz and the glam of seeing these big events all across the world. But guys, we started building in basements and attics, at Starbucks, out in wherever we could build and do an event. That's where we did it. Obviously, you want the best, most professional place possible, whether it's renting out a venue or doing a home event. A successful home event could be 5 of your friends coming over, watching a presentation, you presenting, and getting your upline on a call to close out the presentation. It's as simple as that, guys. So, event, the 5 M's of network marketing, the 5 M's. More meetings means more momentum. So, guys, the more events, the more meetings you're doing, the more people you're sharing the story with, the more success you'll see in the business. So, your first 72 hours, this is where I see who's serious and who's not, where I'm seeing if somebody's actually willing to put in the work. The first 72 hours, if somebody's like, yeah, I want to make good money, I want to launch this thing and do this, and then I help them to go launch an event. If they don't do the event, it shows me how serious they are. This is where you'll find your leaders, the people that launch right away. Guys, this is when people are most motivated and excited, so this is when you want to capture them in that excitement to take massive action. So, next is going to be set up the products. So become a product of the product. Set up your products. I'm going to go into that in the 90-day game plan, but also go ahead and make sure that you are creating your broker, getting set up, demo account. We're going to go over this in the 90-day game plan. So make sure you are a product of the product. In your first 72 hours, you are creating a story. I'm going to go into it. The IML Academy, Swipe Trades, Swipe Coin, showing that you have a story to do for your event, showing how. Guys, stories are powerful, showing how this has helped you and benefited you in your life. So make sure you set up, get MetaTrader 4 downloaded, the apps downloaded, and get your broker set up. Next is going to be connect with a P1000 or above. Guys, this is important because for the people launching new people, understand, when I came into the industry, I thought I knew it all. I could just work with my team. I knew what I was doing. I didn't need anybody else's help. But here's the important part. You want to connect them with the P1000 because you want to show it's bigger than just yourself. If you're above P1000, awesome. Still always connect them. Even the way that I do business, the way that I close leaders in the business or people, I'm still leveraging, still doing three-way calls, still putting the leverage on somebody else. Guys, edification is so important. So when you first join the business, guys, a little 30-second phone call with your P1000 or above, a FaceTime. Yo, this is my boy Jared, just joined the business. Just wanted to connect you guys. Oh, yo, what's up, Jared? Blah, blah, blah. Edify that person to show them it's bigger than just yourself. Don't make this just about you and your team. Preferably a chairman or above. A quick phone call. Guys, if you go high enough in your upline and you go high enough in your tree, you'll find people, P1000 or above, who are willing to work with you, willing to help you guys. Connect them with somebody, preferably a relatable story. So if they're, in college and they're trying to do this, don't connect them maybe with somebody who's in their 40s with a whole family and, they're retired doing this. Connect them with somebody who has a similar story. They're in college. They're seeing success. So I always do this to get them excited to have more people to connect with and also see it's bigger than just myself. And last but not least, guys, personal development. Your first 72 hours. These are the videos that I watch. Guys, I'm going to tell you what. Skills pay the bills. In this industry, your skill set will define your income and your success. So when I first got involved, here are the first 3 audios that I listened to. Guys, they're a couple hours long. Turn off the music and put on personal development. Listen to something that will fill your mind with what? With success. So first is going to be Go Pro by Eric War. Go Pro by Eric War. The 7 skills to becoming a network marketing professional. Amazing audio. It's about like 3 hours. Guys, listen to this. Fall asleep to it. Guys, when you fall asleep, the subconscious mind does not fall asleep. Listen to it when you're in the car. Listen to it when you're in the shower. I know I sound like a psycho. I know I sound like a madman right now. I sound like I'm brainwashed, but you know what? Sometimes people do need their brain washed. If you're going to go all in on this business, I don't care whether it's sports, this, music, painting, whatever you're doing, go psycho for it. You know why? Because people see the lifestyle, right? They see, the penthouses, the mansions, the 5-star dinners, the private jets, retiring their parents, traveling the world, doing this, that, the other, the income, the weekly paychecks. Guys, that lifestyle is pretty crazy. My last week's paycheck was pretty insane. Alex Morton's paycheck is pretty savage. Jason Brown, Matt Rosa, their income, their lifestyle, retiring their parents, that's not the reality. So you got to observe the masses do the opposite. So guys, this is what I did. My first 72 hours, guys, everyone has 24 hours in a day. I don't have time, I don't have this, excuses. Guys, everyone's a millionaire. You either have a million excuses or $1 million in your bank account. So figure it out. 24 hours in a day. Barack Obama, LeBron James, me, myself, you, Stephen Curry, everyone has 24 hours. What do you do with that time makes you successful? So GoPro Eric Ward, 3-hour audio. Listen to that. Built my belief level in this industry. And then also by Jim Rohn, the OG, RIP. It's called Building Your Network Marketing Business by Jim Rohn. An hour-long audio. I listened to that the first night I went to sleep. Changed my whole paradigm on this industry and reality. Next is going to be by Robert Kiyosaki, Business of the 21st Century. Guys, this audio was a 30-minute audio, 27-minute audio. I listened to this on the way back home from my first event. Changed my paradigm on how money is made, how the wealthier get wealthy, the gap, why people stay stuck their whole entire life just paying the bills, just really surviving and not thriving. This really broke it down to me that there's more out there and how network marketing is the business of the 21st century, guys. So, go ahead, people are listening to the new mixtapes out. I love music, but look, when you're on your come up, you're memorizing lyrics and making that person more money, and making them more famous. Guys, turn off Young Thug and listen to Holton Bugs. Turn off Chris Brown, listen to Les Brown. Listen to people that are gonna make you more successful and teach you how to build the business. Now we're gonna go into the 90-day game plan, guys. That was the first 72 hours. Taking massive action, launching, promoting for the event. The event is the most important part. Launching. There are teams out there that just kind of just join, they sign somebody up, and they're like, hey man, I'll talk to you next weekend. That's never gonna work. Have a duplicatable business of where people are joining, they're getting plugged in, they know their why, they have their whole list set, they're building towards that event, they have their stuff set up, they're connecting with uplines, with leaders of success to see it's bigger than just you, bigger than just ourselves, and then also personal development, getting that mindset, getting educated for when people go out there and say, this is a scam, this doesn't work, or what is, people have the belief level in what they're doing. And also, never go out there and start sharing the business until you have the proper invite learned. 90-day launch. So, look guys, first thing you want to do is establish their why. When you enroll somebody, this is for when you first enroll somebody, or when you enroll, we talked about it, establishing your why. But guys, people don't care what you know until they know that you care. Identify their why. There's that short-term why, long-term why. Figure out what will press their buttons, figure out what they care about the most, and use that to motivate them in the business. People don't care about the how, the what. It's why they're doing the business. If they want to go travel the world, show them how this can help them travel the world. They want more time freedom, more money. If somebody wants to make more money, don't talk about more time freedom. If somebody wants more time freedom, don't talk about more money. Figure out what it is that they love. Don't just focus on their back office, their production, their volume. Guys, care about why people do the business. Now what I ask them is, do I have permission? This is important. Do I have permission? Look at this. Do I have permission to remind you why you're doing this business? In this scenario, I see you slacking off. If you start, not coming to events, not showing up, if I see you're being distant, do I have the permission to remind you why you do this business? They're gonna say yes. This is important because now you have the permission to be aggressive with them in a sense of showing them why. If I see Bob, he paid, he joined, he kind of went hard, I see him at the club the next week, or I see he's not really doing stuff, kind of, not really involved, not really focused, I'm gonna be like, dude, Bob, didn't you just tell me when you joined that your mom was your why? She's sick, she's still working a full-time job, you wanna retire her? Why are you at the club on the weekend? Why are you celebrating stuff at the club on the weekend with your friends when you have nothing to celebrate? Your mom is still working, she's not retired, and she's sick. You can get under their skin. Show people why. People need that reminder, and people need that accountability. So you have permission. Do I have permission to remind you? Right? Next is going to be the 3 questions. These are 3 questions I ask to give them a realistic approach. Now, people come into business, they're like, oh, Forex this, making money this, chairman that. They're so excited. And then when their reality, their results don't hit their expectations, what do? They get discouraged, and they quit because people hype it up. I ask these 3 questions. Number 1, I ask them this. I say, how many hours per week? I want to help them get a realistic approach, because hype is what will make them quit. This is how you build your retention, guys. Having people come in on the right culture. So how many hours a week do you have to do this? If I want to find a realistic answer. So if they say, I'm going to put like 5 hours a week. Second question, I say, how much money per month do you want to make that would be good for putting in 5 hours a week? If they say, I want to make like, 10, this is where you ask the money, right? If they say, I want to make like $10,000 a month, putting in 5 hours a week? And the third question is, how long would you go working, putting in those 5 hours a week until you were making 10 grand a month? Would you be satisfied? So this is until quit, right? So how long would you go? If they say, dude, I'm gonna give it 3 months of putting in 5 hours a week, if I'm not making 10 grand a month, if I'm not chairman in 90 days, putting in 5 hours a week, I'm gonna quit. Is that realistic? No, it's not. I'm looking for a realistic answer. I'm looking to be like, look, if you're putting in 20 hours a week, you know, you're trying to make, you know, 2 grand a month within your first 90 days. Look, I'm saying that's possible. You got to go hard. You got to go in. But there's people who have done it, right? I'm showing them a realistic approach. This is going to give them long-term vision, not their first month and their first 2. Give them a 90-day plus at least vision. Looking for like 6 months to a year. If you're a professional, would you commit to somebody to mentor them and work with them if they're not going to commit to a year? Come on now. People commit to school, 4 years of college, spending $80, $120, $500,000 for school for 4-8 years, but they won't commit to a business for 6 to 12 months. Come on now. So, next I ask, are you an under or over achiever? This is an important question. I say, look, bro, are you an over or an under achiever? Why do I ask this? Because I want to know how they view themselves. 99.9% of the time, they're going to say, I'm an overachiever. Now, this is important for the next questions ahead that I'm going to ask them, right? Now I know they're an overachiever. Nobody wants to be an underachiever. Nobody's going to say, I'm an underachiever. It's a pretty obvious rhetorical question, right? So here's where it gets interesting. Here's where you give them the sauce. Now, month 1, this is what we're doing. Guys, month 1, you already saw the 72-hour game plan. So month 1, here's what I'm doing. Their demo. They're not opening live accounts. Look, this is what builds retention. You can throw a lot of mud against the wall. You can build fast. I've seen people come in, put 5,000 people in an organization, and a couple months later, it's all crashed. Guys, you want sustainability. If people come into Forex and they don't know what they're doing and they're trading live accounts, they put money in, they're just trading, they're going to blow their accounts. Who's blown an account? I've blown an account. You want to help them come in and not waste that money. If they come in, they blow an account, they don't have money left to pay their auto ship, their subscription, what's going to happen? They're going to quit the business. So, demo, first month, and I'm telling them, look, I'm going to help you, but we have to do it by this system. This is work for other people. And before we kind of go into this, I want to tell you, look, this is what is important. Launch them the right way. What I did when I came to network marketing is I literally had no other option than people would come over and launch me, help me use the products, literally pick up my phone, start calling prospects, setting meetings, having people come over, do webinars, literally be in the trenches with your team. Sit there face to face, open their phone. People will say, I don't have any more people to talk to, blah, blah, blah. That's bullcrap. Say, let me see your phone real quick. I start going through their names. Who's Sean? Who's this? Who's Dawn? Who's Bobby? They're like, I haven't even talked to those people. You're prejudging them. Guys, launch them. Pick up their phone. Start calling. Start actually doing meetings and actually launching them and help them plug in with their products. Make sure they're actually utilizing them. Have feedback with them. Help them through the process, guys. So demo is first and most importantly. Next is IML Academy. I'm not going to have them go through all the products. It's confusing. Chairman this, web analyzer that, this, that, the other. There's too many things here. We're going to keep it simplified. Look, they come in, they learn the IML Academy. Their first month, they're learning the IML Academy. They're on demo. Next is going to be, they can use swipe coin and swipe trades. Very easy copy and paste products to use in IML. They're very simple. They're not over the top. They're not like the web analyzer, harmonic scanner, you know, the other product. They're not something that they're going to be confused about. It's something very simple, literally copy and paste, put in your MetaTrader 4. Next is going to be 2 and free, right? So that's the goal. I say, look, you said you're an overachiever, right? Well, underachievers, minimum, they do this. They finish the IML Academy the first month, and they go 2 and free. And I tell a story. Guys, become good storytellers. I say, look, Bobby hit 2 and free his first 72 hours. Sarah did it her first week. Grant did it his first day. I'm saying, dude, other people have hit P1, hit P5,000 their first month. 2 and free, you said you're an overachiever. I think this is realistic. Don't you agree? Guys, you want to have them paint the picture with you. Too many times leaders or people enrolling people will try to paint the picture for them. Ask questions. You're an overachiever, right? You think this is feasible, right? IML Academy. You're sharing stories to people who did it faster. You think in the first month you can complete this, right? You've already gone through your 3 questions, the time involved. You know damn well they can easily go through and do this. Excuse my language, but I'm excited. Sheesh. So, next is going to be, guys, convention tickets. It's important, building from event to event. Guys, get them long-term committed. Buy your convention ticket. Hype it up. Tell the stories. What happened to you when you went to convention? Tell the story of other people who went to convention. Guys, I went to a convention 2 years ago in IML. My volume was at 400,000. 2 months later, after the convention, me promoting bringing my team there, what do you know? My team is at 800,000 volume. Guys, success leaves clues. Going to the conventions, getting people around the energy, the environment, and seeing the other success stories, and getting the value, the education, the information. Guys, get them to a convention. Get them to buy their convention tickets. And what we do at the conventions is we say, don't take your convention bracelet off from that convention until you have 5 new people. Not 5 people on your team. So you go to a convention, you have your bracelet. You don't take that bracelet off until you get 5 new people to commit and buy their tickets to the next convention. So guys, minimum 5. Eric Ward talks about for every 1 person you bring to an event, a big convention, you're adding $1,000 a year to your income. So you want to make $100,000 a year, what should you do? Bring 100 people. Guys, focus more on your team. It's not about what you can do, it's about what your team can do. Guys, we would put all of our money and go broke investing into Airbnbs, hotels, rental cars, whatever we could do to get our team to the convention. Sleep on floors, sleep on couches. It didn't matter. We knew one day we were going to be at those positions, speaking on stage, blah, 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 blah. And it's crazy because if you were having a party with Drake, if Bad Bunny was going to pull up to a party, you could get 100 people to show up like that. But you can't get 100 people to show up to an event for a gathering of successful people all across the world to tell their stories and put information in their brains to help them become successful. So guys, simple. People will always ask, look, I'm going to wait to have results till I start building. Should I wait to start building till I have results? No. Learn to leverage. Guys, network marketing is all about leverage. There's other people that have success stories. Maybe you don't have a success story. People ask, how much money are you making? How much money have you made in trading? That's irrelevant. Look, I'm still starting. I'm learning. But here's this guy who did it. Here's, Bryce Thompson, a 23-year-old kid in college, now a Chairman 100 doing this, that, the other. Here's Brandon Boyd doing this. Here's Yvonne Briongos. Here's Julian Kushner. Here's this guy. I'm telling stories of other leaders in the business that have the success. Emery Holmes, this guy's doing this. I'm telling the stories of other people leveraging. I'm showing how they've made money. They've done this. They're making money in trading. Here's the results. It's working. Learn to leverage. You don't have to wait to build a business to have results. That's the other way backwards. You start building because you know it's already worked. You've already joined. You know it works or else you wouldn't have joined. So now go out there and leverage that. That's why it's all about edification and leveraging. Working smarter, not harder, productive. You could put in 1 hour a day to IML and be productive. You could put in 2 meetings a day, 30 minutes long, and be productive. But most people, they're focusing on grinding, be busy, be productive with your time. Okay, let's go into this. So let's go to month 2. We're still on demo. We're not going live. Look, if they've traded before, look, if they're really adamant, hey, you can't control people. But look, I'm saying if you don't listen, if you're not going to work with me your first 60 days of going demo, I'm not going to work with you. Because this is what the successful people in the business have done. Success leaves clues. This is duplication. The system is there. Follow it. If you walk into a McDonald's, the left side is where the drive-thru is. The right side is where the bathrooms are. Every single time. It's a system. Follow the system. Demo first 2 months. Now we're moving on to IML TV. We've already gone through the academy. We've already got our 2 and free. Maybe we're P600. Now we're going through IML TV. And we're picking minimum 3 people. Underachievers have 3 people. The overachievers, I've seen them go hard. They have like 5 people. They're going all in. Rain, sleet, shine, snow. 3 people were studying. If you miss it, you're working, you're this. There's all the recordings in the back office. No worries. Pick 3 people. Study them. IML TV. Don't you agree that if people go through the IML Academy and then go through the IML TV, their first 60 days on demo, then they go live, they're going to have much more success, right? People are going to blow their accounts if they have no idea what they're doing, how to trade, IML TV, IML Academy. And then we say, look, Plat 600, very feasible, very doable. 12 people, guys. It's very simple. Help 3, get 3. I've seen people hit Plat 6 their first day, their first week, their first 72 hours, their first month. So you're saying, once again, you're an overachiever, so this should be easy for you. Underachievers, minimum hit Plat 600. We're going for above that, right? And you're helping them paint their picture with you. You're not just preaching, you're sharing the vision with them. So become a good storyteller too. I'm always talking about how other people did this, went through IML TV. I'm leveraging their stories and elements. Become a good storyteller, a relatable storyteller to help them see the vision, see it's bigger than themselves. Stories motivate. I need the stories. I need the rah-rah. I need to hear that it's been done. I don't even need to see it's been done. When we first came into IML, there was nobody Plat 2000 and above. We went Chairman 100 in less than 5 months. No Brandon Boyd, this, that, the other, 7-figure mentorship call. No, none of these products, the back office guys. When we first came in, no events, no this, that, the other, no conventions ever done. We had to have the big belief level. For you, there's plenty of success stories. So guys, share the success stories already there. It's easy. The easiest hard work you'll ever do. Leading by example too. Make sure you're out there doing this. Make sure you're using the products. Make sure you're doing events. Don't just expect your people to do events and just bring people to the events. Bring people to the events. If you're not bringing people and new guests to the events, how could you expect your team to do what you're not doing yourself, right? So now, month 3, we're in the end phase of the 90-day launch. Now, this is when we go live. This is when I tell them, look, this is when we're looking to get your first withdrawal. Now they're excited. They have a vision. Now it's not just like, hey, let's go, let's build, chairman, trading. No, here's a structured system. Okay, I'm demoing my first 60 days. I'm learning the skill set. They understand I gotta learn like a job. You work a new job. When I would work at McDonald's, I had to learn the system before I started getting paid my real money. I had to learn. They're learning, their demo. Now we go live. I tell them, our goal this month, month 3, we're getting you a withdrawal from your account. You've already gone through the IML TV. You've already gone through the IML Academy. And now we're using all the other products. The reason I don't use them at first is because you don't want to confuse them. Keep it simple. Swipe coins, swipe trades, easy. Copy and paste. Now month 3, they're using this. They've already gone through IML TV. They already know what they're doing. They're using the web analyzer, all the other products. Now they're ready to go ahead and get their withdrawal. Use the other products, understand them, they're not confused. And now it's Plat 1000, baby. Easy. Easy. Plat 1000. That's 30 customers on your team. Basically helping 3 of your friends build a team of 10 people, right? It's basically just like 3 Plat 600 on your team. It's easy. No stress. Take the focus off yourself, put it on other people. Look, this is where most people quit. Month 3, in that 60 to 90 days. Most people quit on anything. Job, relationship, school, this, that, the other. Guys, here's where it gets hard. We already know that in this time, this is where the people either thrive forward or they fall back. So right here, guys, have that vision. They've already committed to getting their convention ticket. Make sure they're committed to the convention ticket. It gives them a long-term vision. Now, not only are they committed to a 90-day vision, they're committed to a long-term vision. 6 months out, 4 months out. Now they know they're going to the convention. They're building towards something. They have something in mind. So look, rookies treat this business like a lottery ticket. They come in. If they don't make money trading right away, or I don't have my money for my I've been in 30 days. I paid over $200, and now I got to pay again. I don't have my 2 and free. I'm out this. They talk to a couple friends. They scratch off the lottery ticket. They say no. They don't win. They throw the ticket away. They throw the business away. Don't be a rookie. Be a professional. Professionals treat this thing seriously, and they go all in. And look, to be balling, you see a lot of top leaders in the company, 8-figure, 7-figure, 6-figure earners, people doing their thing. Guys, in order to be balling, right, you have to be all in. So be all in. Commit. A year. When I did this industry, I knew I was going to give this thing a year at least. I wasn't just going to try it for a month, try it for a few months, few weeks. But guys, if you treat this business like a hobby, it'll pay you like a hobby. How much does Fortnite pay you? How much does playing video games? How much does playing ball with your homies pay you, or going partying? How much does that pay you? Watching Netflix. But if you treat this business like a $1 million business, I promise you, it'll pay you like one. So, what will you decide?